What up, everybody? Here's another one from Sam Joaquin Jr. Great video. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe. I keep bringing you these videos. Know your rights, man. Let's jump into it.
From a channel that goes by the name Royal Muscle Founder. On June 4th, 2021, the man behind this channel was at a Quick Trip gas station located in Locust Grove, Georgia. He was parked at a pump but was not pumping gas. He was having a conversation on his phone. Well, 3 officers who had been watching him for 30 minutes approach him. They illegally detain him for being suspicious and demand his ID. And this is what happened next.
Shows up with a 54 male at Quick Trip. Now white Dodge Charger.
Oh, it's gonna be a minute?
Yeah. What's going on, man? Are you hanging out? Are you meeting somebody? Are you waiting on somebody? Are you lost?
I live out here.
So, the reason I'm asking, we've been here how long? Probably 20 minutes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah,
you hadn't got any gas. You hadn't gone in and got any food.
No.
You parked at a gas pump. And I know the tank's not on this side. It's on the other side, right?
No, I'm gonna take this couple days.
So, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling. I don't want to go home yet. I can't sit in the parking lot. Cause I live out here.
Where you have some ID? Let me see your ID. Or is it in the car?
It's on me, but what's the problem?
Let me see your ID. I mean, you can make it super difficult, but you do.
No, I'm just wondering why y'all. I've literally been on the phone just talking.
I know.
Go and get your ID, and while you give us your ID, she can speak with you. But you need to identify yourself, so go and get your ID.
So right now, what it falls under is loitering.
Loitering?
Yes.
Yes.
What
Because if you were like getting gas, waiting on somebody, like if you were doing anything other than just kind of like hanging out, it wouldn't be an issue.
Well, I've been on the phone.
We know.
This area is known for narcotic activity. It's known for criminal activity. So that's another reason why we're speaking to you. We want to make sure that's not afoot.
Right here, people will park. They'll go over there. They'll wait right here. They'll wait for somebody. They'll do shit like that.
And under a
No,
street
you
light?
have no idea.
So
Well,
Yes.
I live out here.
I believe you do. You know, you have your ID with you.
Is the license or is the address on your license current? Is that
No.
okay. What's your current address?
I stay right down the street,
Okay.
and I've lived out here for a long time.
Central 27.
Because you know everybody. If you,
Yeah, but I've never been like.
Listen,
I know a lot of detectives.
if you notice the folks come, they get their gas and they go.
Yeah, but
Sure.
So, the state's definition of loitering is doing something not like the norm. Hanging out at the gas pump, not like the norm.
Now, let's go over a few things. Firstly, the whole loitering argument. Unless there is a sign that indicates no loitering, or if the business owner were to approach the officers and point the man out personally, only then could officers legally detain this man for loitering. Secondly, because of the Supreme Court ruling of Terry v. Ohio, officers only need reasonable articulable suspicion to detain you. The loophole is that officers must articulate what crime the person is or is about to commit. They can't base it off loitering because there is nothing that prohibits staying in the parking lot. Lastly, when officers say things like, "We can do this the easy way," it is a tactic they utilize to get you to succumb to their demands. To most people, time is valuable, and officers prey on an individual's time to get them to give up their rights.
You know what I'm saying? So, we have to just kind of get out. Now, if you to like take off and run as soon as you see us over here,
why would I do that?
well, so that's it. That would add to it, but you didn't, so it makes it look a lot better. You get what I'm saying?
But I literally come here all the time. I live here. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's fine, but you can't just if you're not doing any business, if you're not getting gas, you're not
But
going to
I
get
was
food.
actually finna go in there. I just had a phone conversation.
Well, that's cool, but now that we've had this communication, it's what they call dispelling the alarm. Now that we're able to figure out, okay, this guy doesn't have any issues or anything like that, then we'll be by our merry way. But we never met you a day in our life. I've never met you.
I've never gotten
She's never met you. He's never met you. So we're just doing our jobs, what we get paid to do.
Go ahead. Now that's not Ridge Speed Valley 2301.
Alright, Mr. Lawrence. Finish up the phone call. Go
Well,
inside,
I mean,
do your business if you got to, and then head on home, alright?
Yeah, but
Second
like, that's
thing,
kind of
your
that's crazy.
look, it's
Like I've never.
Go look up loitering in the Georgia
No,
code section.
my father's a retired sheriff.
Okay.
Well, I know, but I've never.
Like I said, this area is known for drug transactions. We're gonna make sure none of that's occurring here tonight.
I've
So
literally been in the public eye, and I haven't spoken to no one. And I know you saw the weird girl run up to my car, and I'm like,
yeah, they just came from a party
With a
down
bunch
in
of-
their
with a bunch of-
neighborhood, a whole ton of drugs, and we're sitting right
but
there
see,
with our blue lights on.
I do a lot of stuff in the community and shit, so my car is like really well known. I race at Silver Dollar, I do track events, I don't do no drug activity.
And like he said earlier, the reason we got out with you and asked you and didn't just like immediately throw you in handcuffs was called dispelling the alarm. That's all that happened. So, but do these change? Like, can you make them just one regular color?
I can turn them off with a switch.
Okay, so the blue lights, you can't have blue lights.
did I ever tell you that?
I mean,
You don't have to do it right now. Just before you get on the road, no blue lights. All right.
Man, they just fishing and stuff. Fishing.
But other than that, look,
We
you
know the
good.
Lord's
Just
rights.
future reference. You gotta look at it from my point of view, okay?
my dad is a retired chief deputy.
Then you definitely
My
should.
parents-
Then you should definitely
but I've
understand our
never
job.
been-
Then you
I've
should.
never been stopped for that.
Then you should understand. If you say all these things, and if you're in the profession, you would understand why we're doing
Well,
our
that's
job.
why I had no problem.
Right,
speaking,
and
but
we
that's
definitely
still
appreciate
kinda random.
we appreciate the cooperation. No, it's not random. We sat there for a while. We observed you. We're watching. Okay, this guy's not getting gas. He's not going in there. We're watching everybody come and go.
At first, they said that they were detaining him for loitering. Now they are alluding to this man being possibly involved in the selling of narcotics. They are harassing this man and giving the same old excuse of, we're just doing our job. These officers stated something that I found interesting. Nowhere within an officer's jurisdiction is there a phrase of dispelling the alarm. It is very clear that officers have to articulate what crime, violation, or infraction was committed in order to detain you and identify an individual. The male officer speaking has an attitude of a tyrant. The tone he is using comes off as irritated and frustration as to why they are being questioned for their actions. Following this interaction, Officer Mosley was relieved of her duties at the Locust Grove Police Department. Although he surrendered his ID, this man was right to question these officers' actions. Be sure to head on over to Royal Muscle Founders channel, subscribe, and let him know Samuel King Jr. sent you. Thank you all for watching, and remember, know your rights and always record.
So it already drew our attention. Then we saw somebody that we dealt with earlier with a whole bunch of drugs around here coming up to you. I'm like, okay.
Right.
So
and they said, hey, I see your
right.
car everywhere because I live out here. They said, we see your car, SRT on the side.
Hey,
I said, thank you.
Which makes sense. And that's the reason why we came over here to introduce ourselves, dispel the alarm, make sure there's nothing nefarious going on. Now we're going to be about our way. Because if we thought something nefarious was going on, then we'd be going a whole different direction. You understand? But we have to dispel alarm, make sure nothing nefarious is going on. You understand that?
I guess.
Have a good night, sir.
All right, have a good night. I don't have one on me. I'm Officer James. It's Officer Pitts. That's Officer Mosley. I mean, and I definitely encourage you to go look up the code section, OCGA loitering. LOITERING. Look it up.
First Amendment rights, I'ma speak my mind. I don't care about how you feel, cause
Anyway, guys, that's my video for today. Leave a comment down below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And I'll keep coming with these videos, man. We gonna learn. Somehow we gonna get this to YouTube and everybody's gonna learn their rights. Peace.